It's a real pleasure for me to be able to speak with you today. My name's Tim Williams, the CEO of Oxford United Football Club, and I'm delighted to present. First and foremost, I am the CEO of the club, and I've been here since October last year. But by way of background, I'm a chartered accountant, a visiting professor at Manchester Met University, and I'm on the advisory board of their Institute of Sport, and I've also had a long career in football. I'm here today to present to you how we intend to transform our club, both on and off the pitch, and share our vision with you for our new home. I hope you don't mind my rather formal approach to this, but I want to make sure that everyone can see how seriously we take this, and to make sure that we are getting our key messages across to all those who are watching this presentation. We stand united, together, to deliver something of which councillors and the club can be proud. The club is now in a race against time to open the new stadium by the summer of 2026. The end of our site licence and the lifting of the restrictive covenant on the use of land will force us out of the Kassam Stadium in June 2026. If we can't open a new stadium by the start of the 2026 season, we will be homeless. We have no choice. Playing out of the county is something none of us want, least of all our loyal fans. And we'd have to change our name if that happened, or worse still, fold. But we've got exciting plans that will inspire the people of Oxfordshire who will want us to carry on playing as the county's only professional sports club. We want to deliver something special for the people of Kidlington and across Oxfordshire. The Council's Cabinet has quite rightly set us some tough conditions for us before any agreement is made to release the land. So let's turn to them now. We've been set these 7 conditions, and this presentation is an update to tell you the progress we've made so far. I will also cover what we intend to do in the next few months to demonstrate to you how we have met them, and the work we will do in the years ahead to adhere to them. We're very keen to make sure that our new stadium is a venue that is not only well designed, a new landmark, but also a building that is embedded in the community, meeting many local needs. We will spend the next few months on a vigorous programme of engagement with the people of Kidlington and the nearby villages of North Oxford, the people who we want to be comfortable with us as their new neighbours. We've planned a comprehensive programme of exhibitions, listening sessions in community centres with me and other leading people from the club, house-to-house leafleting and social media posts. The parish poll in Kidlington on the 10th of May is also an opportunity for us to engage with village residents, and I hope that we can persuade them to support our plans. We will also be engaging with the political leaders of Oxfordshire, county councillors, district councillors, parish councillors and our 6 members of Parliament. We will listen to local sports clubs, schools, businesses and amenity groups. And we're a football club, so we will obviously be listening to our fans. In Oxfordshire, there are more than 16,500 regularly attending fans with their family and friends. They are our season ticket holders, club members, and people who've bought at least 2 matchday tickets in the last 2 years. Our fans want a secure home for their club, a place where we control our own space, a place that is a warm, safe, welcoming environment for everyone, regardless of race, age, gender, disability or sexual orientation. The good news is that Parliament want this too, with all party support for football fans to be at the heart of football, with a new football regulator to protect their interests, so we never again find ourselves facing the spectre of being without a ground. We will create the best possible plans grounded in the community, which will make a compelling offer to you when it comes to your Cabinet colleagues making their final decisions. We hope to get the green light to submit our planning application to Cherwell in the autumn. The timescales are incredibly tight for us to have a new stadium built and operational by the summer of 2026. We must all get this right. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to deliver something amazing for the people of Oxfordshire. I'll now run briefly through the 7 tests the Cabinet has set us. We are in the process of submitting a detailed document to the Cabinet, but today I hope we can answer any immediate questions that occur to councillors. The first test, maintaining a green barrier between Oxford and Kidlington. The roads bounding the triangle create a barrier between the city and county, preventing the urban sprawl of Oxford. Our stadium will be inside this man-made barrier, creating a further buffer between Kidlington and Oxford. Our stadium will be located in the base of the triangle, allowing for the creation of enhanced green space in the apex, below the Sainsbury's roundabout. We fully intend to present a robust case to Cherwell for the very special circumstances that will enable them to permit us to build on part of the triangle, without setting any precedent for other development. The next test is improving access to nature and green spaces. The triangle is currently a mix of scrubland, a small willow business and trees at the perimeter. It is not pristine green belt land or agricultural land. The site is also inaccessible, so gives no opportunity for Kidlington residents to experience nature. We want to enhance the green space, open up access and make it an asset for Kidlington. At the apex of the triangle and along the tree line at the base, we will introduce a variety of new trees and plants, leading to net biodiversity gain, taking advice from the Woodland Trust on the mix of species. We're negotiating a legal agreement with the county to safeguard the trees. Part of the stadium roof will be a green roof, also aiding biodiversity gain. We want Kidlington residents to be involved in shaping our plans for the green spaces at the triangle. We'll of course get feedback during our consultation sessions, but we also want to help set up a permanent Friends group. We will open up the site with new entrances for pedestrians and cyclists. The green space will be open to everyone all year round, including on match days. A new footbridge will be constructed from Oxford Parkway Station and the Park and Ride, enabling safe crossing over the A34 directly into the site. We will work with the Oxfordshire Highways officers and Sustrans to plan safe pedestrian and cycle routes on the A roads surrounding the site. The next test is enhancing facilities for local sports group. This is an area that goes right to the heart of Oxford United's commitment to be the county's inspiring sports team, the only professional team in Oxfordshire. We believe that our presence in our new stadium will turbocharge the development of local amateur sports, and not just in football. While we believe we can transform sporting participation in Kidlington, we intend the impact to ripple out county-wide. In particular, we intend to inspire more women and girls to take part in sport, and I will have more to say about that in a moment. We've already established good relationships with Kidlington Youth Football Club, the Gosford All Blacks Rugby Team, Kidlington Harriers Running Club and the Kidlington Cricket Club. And we are open to creating a formal partnership between the football club and these 4 local clubs, enabling them to benefit from the support of a professional sports club. We will consider a formal arrangement with Kidlington Parish Council, taking on their sports pitches maintenance, which will be done instead by our own ground staff. This would enable the Parish Council to invest the significant annual savings in their other local priorities. Our charity partner, Oxford United in the Community, will be able to expand its range of operations from our new home, engaging with more schools and institutions across the county. The next test is significantly improving local infrastructure connectivity. The location of our new stadium is an absolute game changer for our fans and visiting fans. Our existing home at the Cassam is accessed by congested local roads. The Cassam is served poorly by local buses and has no nearby train service. We believe as many as 90% of fans arrive at the Cassam by car. For the new stadium, we intend to make public transport the mode of choice for all of our fans and visitors, flipping into reverse the unsustainable situation at the Cassam. We want 90% of our fans to arrive not by car. We will engage with local bus companies to include a new scheduled stop at the new stadium and will ensure there are extra bus services on match days. The new east-west rail line from Oxford through Bicester Village and Bletchley to Milton Keynes is set to open in 2026, just in time to allow even more of our fans to arrive by train. And we will provide over 700 secure bicycle spaces on site. We will work with the County Council and Sustrans to improve safe cycle routes on the roads leading to the Triangle, and we will engage a traffic management company to marshal arrivals on match day. We will also enter into an agreement with the County Council and Cherwell about any parking restrictions that are needed in Kidlington. The next test is developing local employment opportunities. Our current limited level of activity at the CASAM still secures over 250 jobs on site and in our supply chain. We estimate over £10 million of added value to the Oxfordshire economy. These figures will get a huge boost from our new stadium. Firstly, there will be construction jobs available during the build-out from next year to 2026. We will require the main contractor to engage local subcontractors, and we will partner with Oxlep or any future equivalent organisation and the DWP to facilitate recruitment in Oxfordshire during the build phase and to stage job fairs for the permanent jobs available from the start of the 2026 season. There will be many new local jobs at the stadium, for match days and for the commercial activities and partners on site. We intend to construct hotel and conferencing facilities within the stadium building, giving further employment and training opportunities. We are considering the other commercial and community uses that could potentially be incorporated within the stadium. Possibilities include a gym, restaurant, office and shared workspaces, education spaces and healthcare facilities. As part of our consultation, we will be listening to what local people and businesses would like to see incorporated within the stadium space. We want our stadium to be a community hub and a popular destination both on match days and non-match days. Our stadium will be a much more attractive venue for fans and it will host more matches. Our women's team will finally get the equality they deserve by playing all of their home games at our new stadium, something that has up to now been denied to them by the restrictive licence of use at the CASAM. This will lead to more use of the cafes, pubs and other businesses in nearby Kidlington and along the Banbury Road in Summertown, giving an economic boost to traders on match days. Oxford United in the community already has an extensive network of partnerships with Oxfordshire schools, working with at least 20 schools a week. We will be able to complement our coaching activities with workshops at our stadium and on-pitch coaching out of season. We have a partnership with Abingdon and Witney Further Education College, enabling us to deliver programmes for the over 16s. And we will develop deeper relationships with Oxford University and Oxford Brookes University to host education and outreach events at the new stadium. Our ability to operate all year round at the new stadium means there is a huge scope to host events and activities to increase participation in sport and increase local health and well-being. In effect, making the new stadium and its surroundings a welcoming hub for the entire community, a well-lit, secure and safe space for everyone to enjoy all year round. We will support the county's net zero carbon emissions pledge. Our architects are designing the stadium to achieve at least BREEAM Very Good status. This independent environmental assessment from the Building Research Establishment will put the stadium in the top 25% of new buildings in terms of sustainable construction and sustainability during its life of use. We will have some green roofing at the stadium for biodiversity gain, and we're investigating the potential for clean energy generation on site. Our transport plans discussed earlier will see a significant reduction in carbon emissions compared to the CASAM Stadium. The Council has set us 7 tough conditions, but here's an 8th which we believe shows our values as a community club. We've shown how the club wants to be a good neighbour. We also want to demonstrate the club's commitment to advancing equality and increasing diversity in football and across sport in general. We are particularly excited that our women's team will be able to play their home games at the new stadium. Our restrictive licence does not allow them to play at the CASAM. They are already a great success in their league, and I'm sure that the new stadium will act as a catalyst for greater success. The women's game is growing at a rapid pace, and the club wants to contribute to improving the status of the game alongside our competitors in the Football League. Opportunities for women players to develop their careers in sport will surely increase in the coming years. We take huge pride in our women's and girls' teams, and being able to showcase the success of our women's team will inspire Oxfordshire's women and girls to take up football and other sports. Our Women and Girls Academy will work with Oxfordshire schools and amateur football clubs to grow the women's game across the county. I also want to bid to the FA for our new stadium to host a home international for the Lionesses. How great would that be for our county? We will continue to work with Kick It Out and Stand Up to Racism to make watching football an enjoyable activity for people from all racial backgrounds. We recognise that football still has a long way to go on homophobia. We will continue to support the Rainbow Laces campaign, and I'm delighted by the recent launch of the Proud Yellows fan group. We want Oxford United to be a welcoming club for gay, lesbian and transgender fans. The new stadium will be designed to be fully accessible and welcoming for people with physical disabilities, cognitive difficulties and sensory impairments. This is a vision for the club, a vision for Oxfordshire and a vision for how football should be done in this country.